Alright, what's going on, guys? Yeah, so I haven't done a career video on AO tennis or AO international tennis for a while. I'm just used to calling it AO tennis because that's what it came out as in Australia back in January. There's still a lot of people that don't realise that it came out in at least two countries nearly 5 months ago. In all honesty, it hasn't improved that much in that time. It's been very frustrating for... Like, some people actually did buy it from... Like, literally, they bought it from Australia and then had it shipped to wherever they lived. I know some people did that, and it cost them an arm and a leg to do that. So I kind of feel sorry for a lot of those people, but I'm going to give Korea a bit of a try again. I've had a few comments asking to show some Korea because they've only seen exhibition matches so far and they want to see what it's like. I've got the level on veteran at the moment. I'm just going to play one set 6-game matches for the moment because otherwise it just takes too long and you're essentially sitting here forever. So ranked 850th in the world. Oh, fantastic rankings. Got 36 ranking points, $1,438. As far as I can tell, form doesn't really matter, fatigue doesn't really matter, fitness doesn't really matter. It sort of feels like those things are things that were just copy and pasted from Tennis World Tour because, as far as I can tell, you can't get injured. You cannot get injured in this game. In Tennis World Tour you can, because it actually happened to me. I was playing too many tournaments and doing too many things and then I got injured. So I had to rest for a period of time in that game. But, you know, we'll get stuck into it. So, you know, you got rest week, training, and then your futures tournaments, because I haven't got enough ranking points. I think I need to be ranked 400 for that one, 500 for that one. So, you know, so I've only got futures tournaments on offer and very minimal prize money, unfortunately. But let's get into it. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure what the audio levels are on, so I might have to change that once I get into it. Long loading time ahead, so I'll cut edit this out once I get into it. Gustavo Bico, and the player models take ages to load. So I'm ranked higher. He's overall a better player though. Alright, here we go. Oh, this horrible looking court again. Oh my god. I think I played my last match on this court as well. Fantastic start.
Lovely.
So one thing I've noticed in the last couple of updates, the aiming marker slows down a lot, particularly when you're trying to aim for a shot. It doesn't, like, sometimes it goes fast and then other times it just doesn't respond, and if you're trying to get a cross-court shot, it's damn near impossible. That animation looked absolute. Are you serious?
Love 40.
Honestly. So that was a green release, and yet doesn't go over the net. And then a brown one does. Work that out. So there's no sprint button in this game. Someone was God's sake. Someone was asking me if there's a sprint function the other day. I said no, there's no sprint function. Your speed is your speed. The AI has got absolutely supreme speed over you. It doesn't matter if you're actually ranked a better player than they are either. That must have been just in. For God's sake.
15 love.
Well, I haven't played the career for a little while, so this is going to be I think I did a live stream a few days ago on the career. Actually, I might have just been playing customised players. I think I did a stream on the career about a week ago. Some of the movements are just absolutely poor. Look at the rally average, 9. And I've made unforced errors on nearly every point. Because, I mean, the power shot has been altered. The power shot pretty much doesn't exist now. So you've got no way of really ending a point unless you just grind your way into the AI making a mistake. Yeah, at the moment the AI is just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just not doing anything different. The rally average is up to 11 now. That was a rally of 20. Every rally is long for the most part. Unless you've got the difficulty down low where you can end points a lot quicker, see, like something like that.
14, 15.
I've noticed drop shots is where the AI tends to make a lot of their mistakes, particularly if they have to go back across court to try and beat. Are you serious?
Game.
The ball bounces too high now. Doesn't matter what court you're on. The ball just bounces too high. They said they were changing the difference between court surfaces, so different courts played differently. So, hard would play different to clay, clay different to grass. They all play the same way. The ball bounces the same height on every single court. Drop shots, they balloon up. Like, what is that? Like, yeah, so when you do a drop shot, the ball will just bounce to a point where the AI can just charge at it and get it with ease. There's no... Drop shots are virtually pointless now. They've gone too far the other way. They were overpowered. Oh my god. Why are you saying out? It's on my side of the net, you dumbass. I realise this is not the best game to showcase. Oh my god. But it really does show off a lot of the flaws in the game, particularly how many things that they need to, like, there's a lot of things they need to reverse. Yeah, with the drop shot, like a lot of people said, it's overpowered. It was the easiest way to win games. But then they've gone too far the other way to the point where the AI gets to every single one, even if they're well deep on the baseline. I've had experiences where they've come into the net, I've gone for a passing shot, and because the passing shot is so slow, they're able to somehow retreat to the baseline. God almighty. Retreat to the baseline and then still return that passing shot. Work that one out. It doesn't make any sense. Evidently there's another patch coming that's going to be the best one yet, but I really don't know. Didn't mean to hit that back at him, and of course hits it somewhat back at me and I can't reach it.
30, 15.
But yeah, the AI reach is just, I don't know, like they keep overpowering the AI. It is becoming far from, like, further and further from realistic. Like, there's a lot of animation problems in the game as well, which that's just a lot of the games that they do. There's always been animation issues with their games. I don't know if they're going to improve that since this is their first global release. I'm not really sure. These loopy shots are absolutely annoying to see. Like, I know they're essentially defensive shots, but they loop up in the same way every single time when they happen. I'll probably lose this match 6-love. I guarantee you. So you're just not able to get the angle that you want to get. And you don't get time to time the ball properly and generate power on it because... What is that? There's that teleportation animation again. It just... I don't know. Green release, can't get it over the net. There's just so much wrong with this game and a lot of people just don't see it. A lot of people just look at Tennis World Tour and go, oh no, AO Tennis is much better. It's much more fun to play. In all honesty, the gameplay is more fun in Tennis World Tour, but I don't know, each to their own. Because this is like, this is just not enjoyable to play when the AI is just so overpowered. And it's not even on the highest difficulty either. If this was the highest difficulty, I probably wouldn't even have got a single point.
The server started the call on the right far sideline. The ball was called out. The server has 2 challenges remaining. Game.
Ah, dear. Oh well. See, the timing, it's just so flawed. Look how much that drop shot bounces. I mean, the drop shots have been meant to be a finesse shot. There's no finesse about it. And of course,
15-0.
Like if I was to turn the timing marker on, you'd probably see a little bit better. Like how long you have to hold that particular corresponding shot button down in order to probably get the power that you need, but you don't get the time.
30-15.
The other thing that's really frustrating about this game is player movement. It feels so stiff. There is no fluidity about the movement. Everything happens in a weird sort of like really stagnant type way.
Second serve.
Yeah, that should have been a winner, but because he's just able to reach anywhere on the court, it just never happens.
40-15.
There's that. Just yeah. There's so many glitchy movements in the game, and the fact that it's just, I really don't know. You look at it, 76 to 75% first serve. He got 1 ace, 15 unforced errors to 5. Only won 5 points, he won 24. I somewhat mixed up where my serves went. The AI doesn't really mix up their serves. That's another thing I've noticed. This was a problem previously, and then they fixed it, and then they've put it back in again. The AI serve, if they get their first serve in, they'll serve in the exact same place every single time. So essentially, you could probably position yourself out wide, further, like outside the width of the sidelines for the singles court, and then just prepare yourself for that unless they fault, and then they'll go back inside. So as you can see, look at all the first, there is one first serve down the tee, one. Every other serve out wide. This was a problem previously where the AI would just serve in the same place every single time, out wide, out wide, out wide, out wide. So it's like, what do you do? There's just so many little issues. Well, actually, a fair few of them aren't little, but anyway, gonna wrap up the video there. So I will attempt to do a few more career videos, so that way people can get a better understanding of it. And maybe, I don't know, if I can get a bit of momentum going, I will be able to actually challenge in a match.